Hello everybody, welcome back to yet another bonus episode of The Witcher 3. I am Dimsy and I will be your narrator, I suppose. This is Pooh's commentary.
It can't be. White hair, yellow eyes, slashed face, just like he said. Geralt of Rivia, known as the White Wolf, the Butcher of Blaviken.
Geralt of Rivia's enough. What is it?
A man came to me a few years past, paid me to keep a book for you, said you'd come for it one day.
Who was he?
He didn't introduce himself. But the book has a red cover, that I remember. I'm sure I've not sold it.
Alright, see if I can find it.
And perhaps glance at the others while you're at it.
Be glad to look over what you got.
Alright, so we'll be starting off this episode by visiting this little bookshop here. Right here in kind of the main big square in Novigrad. This episode will basically be us exploring Novigrad and kind of, doing some of the smaller kind of miscellaneous, I wouldn't say quests, because they're not really quests. They're more like, events. Kind of point of interesty in their scope. So they're very, very small kind of, events. And we'll try to do all of them in this episode.
The Merry Adventures of Muriel the Lovely Harlot, adorned with humorous engravings.
Starting off in this little bookshop here. So, we enter this bookshop and it looks like the owner of this little store recognized us. It looks like somebody has come here to drop off some kind of message to us, and they left it in this bookshop, and apparently this was some time ago, quite some time ago. Well, not quite some time ago, maybe a year ago. Or maybe more actually, who knows? I mean, considering who the person... When you consider who dropped off the book,
The treatment of furuncles through cauterization, a study.
And I say that because the person in question is, well, let's just say that he's not exactly constrained by the laws of time and space.
My manifesto. Must be it. There's a letter inside.
And here it is. Looks like Jacques de Oldesberg has left us a little message. And for those of you who don't know, this is basically a huge spoiler. Jacques de Oldesberg was the primary, I guess. Yeah, no, I'd say the primary kind of big antagonist. There we go. And there we go, letter from A. And it's more than likely that A is not in reference to Aldersberg, as in Jacques de Aldersberg, but rather to his, call it his real name, Alvin. Like I said, this is a huge spoiler, but basically, very early on in The Witcher 1, you find a child named Alvin, and he kind of becomes your, you kind of become his, kind of foster parent, his ward for a bit. Along with Shani. Kind of share their responsibility a bit. Very, very similar to what Yennefer and Geralt does for Ciri. And they kind of raise him for a bit. But, Alvin ends up disappearing. And, well, this is basically just inferences, right? We don't have any like concrete proof, but it is very, very, very strongly implied, and you can kind of, infer that Alvin is Jacques de Aldersberg. It's just that Alvin disappeared through time and space because he is a source, just like Ciri. Although Ciri is far more powerful. Alvin had some kind of traumatic experience that forced him to activate his powers, and he disappeared through time and space. And when he reappeared, it was many years later, and as Jacques de Aldersberg, as the leader of the Order of the Flaming Rose. And he had a quest. He wanted to save humanity from the frost, the white frost, and did so by
Don't be shy now. Looking doesn't cost a thing. There's plenty to behold. This here's a collection of wonders that belong to the mage Eramas. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
How do you get a hold of these? Never heard of a mage willingly parting with his treasures?
No one asked Eramas his will. He was burned at the stake a fortnight ago.
Strange they didn't burn his stuff with him. Witch hunters let you resell it just like that?
Why wouldn't they? These are common goods, some valuable only as collectibles, perhaps.
All right, I get it. These items aren't actually common.
Rumor has it, each is an enchanted key.
Rumor happened to mention where to find the locks these keys open?
Sadly, no. What if I knew, you could hardly expect me to sell them.
Where did Eramas live?
At a lovely residence south of Oxenford. Badly damaged now, as he made the hunters pay dearly for his skin.
Show me what you have.
Alright, so here we kind of get a new quest. The Artifacts of Eramas. This is basically the Tyromancer, I think. The guy who has a bunch of cheese stored away in his home, and he uses that for his spells and to kind of spy into the future, I suppose. But yeah, like I was saying before, Alvin, I'm sorry, Jacques de Aldersberg, he wanted to save humanity from entropy, basically, and
Statuette of a man. Wasn't carved, but produced using magic. Shame I can't ask Triss about it.
you can ask Triss about it. I think you're supposed to ask Triss about it, actually. You can use those statues, or rather Triss. You go to Triss and she can use those statues to kind of break the spell and summon forth a human that's inside those statues. And then you can kind of talk to them and, you know, see what's up. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get cut off here in a second again, but Alvin, sorry, Jacques de Aldersberg, his intentions were good, but he's kind of the main catalyst to kind of thrusts Geralt into a new adventure as he returns from the prison of the Wild Hunt, or he escapes their, I guess, their employee, and yeah. I recommend The Witcher 1 to anybody who hasn't played it. It is, however, hasn't really aged that well, but
White Wolf, welcome to the Passiflora. Oh, no sign of recognition in your eyes?
Greetings,
Don't fret. I'm sure I look quite different from when we last saw each other.
which was...
Oh, eons ago. You and Master Dandelion appeared, two halflings in tow. What a smash they were, the little chaps. We recount that night to this day.
So the, staff hasn't changed since then?
Oh, of course it has. It does so incessantly in this business. Burly Berthy married a merchant, Ella struck out on her own, and you'll likely find Cerise praying at the temple. I alone remain. So, shall I summon the girls? Just remember, this is a decent establishment. Pause to yourself to start with. And our girls are well-mannered. The range of subjects they discuss in detail, I myself find it daunting.
oh my, oh my. This is the Madam of the Passiflora. A very nice,
Actually, I'd just
and
like
you
to
know,
buy something.
nice kind of brothel. You know, very elegant, very sophisticated. Apparently their ladies are very well versed in a manner of in a bunch of different subjects, so you can do other things other than, you know, be intimate with them. Oh boy! My oh my. And look at this one, she kind of bumped me with her behind there. Holy moly. They're coming on to you, Geralt. Who wouldn't? I mean, fuck. But Yeah, we won't be buying any. We won't be purchasing their services, rather. Because hey, you know, we have somebody we already like. I mean, yeah, we did get jiggy with it with Kira, but you know, Kira's Kira. She's, you know, she's adorable. She's our darling. And next up is I actually don't know what this guy's name is. I don't think does he have a name? It's the innkeep here. We are gonna talk to him for a little bit. Ah, this inn is absolutely beautiful. With the stage and the tables and the food and looks like such a cozy place. I wish we could play Gwent here against like 50 different opponents.
Kingfisher. Where do you get the name?
Master Dandelion's poetry. The kingfisher preened, then fell in the latrine. Know it?
Yeah. Also know the one about Princess Annie, who drowned in the River Fanny.
Yes. At any rate, the kingfisher welcomes poetry lovers with open arms. Some of the brightest stars in the literary firmament perform here.
God damn, that's not the most
What are you serving today?
that's not the most like deep or interesting or indeed like appropriate name for like, or rather source for that you kind of, you know, drew upon to name your establishment, especially if you're an inn. You don't want to ever like associate a place of where you like eat and sleep and stuff with a latrine with feces and shit. What the fuck, man? Come on, work with me here. And now we are gonna pay off our debt. Yep, that's right. The taxman cometh and he taketh.
Vimy, could you do me a favor?
Oh, I fear not.
You can't?
You see, I've been told you owe back taxes. And that means I can't provide you any services till you take care of that wee fuck up.
Fine, I'll just pay it. Sheesh, portals were bad. I think I detest taxes even more.
Yeah, man, I hear you. I hear you. Luckily for us, we have a bunch of money, so that's not a big problem.
Well, look who's here. The White Wolf himself in my humble establishment. How can I be of service?
You play Gwent, don't you?
Oh, sure. Because I'm a dwarf. Is that it? Do you also believe I know every other bleeding dwarf in existence, and at the end of each day, I deepen the mineshaft in my cellar?
So you play or not?
Aye, I play.
Fuck's sake, Vimy.
So play me. Stake a unique card, maybe?
Why not?
Why beat around the bush, man? Let's just be upfront with each other, alright? What's up with this whole fucking stereotypical accusations of racists and fucking old tropes and shit? Come on, man, just fight me. And here we are at the Golden Sturgeon.
May I?
Depends what with.
Looking for someone who'll sail to Skellige and take me with them.
My Atropos and me, we're due to sail for Skellig, carrying grain. But that's our shush. Got any coin?
Gotta get more coin.
You sure do. For I won't even whip me horse in a bath without payment in advance.
We will pay the guy. We will go to Skellige, but just not yet. It's not time for it, man. It's way too early. And
Personal hygiene.
you know, Novigrad is an absolutely huge city, and I think they got that message across, or got that concept across really well in terms of not just the actual size of the city, but just by how much there is to do in the city itself, and how many quests there are, and the intrigues and the way quests cross-section with each other and kind of affect each other. It's absolute madness. There's more to do here than there is in the whole of Velen. And it's just one city, it's insane. Okay, that's a slight exaggeration, but still, there is a lot to do. And to see, and to find, and to experience.
Hey, grey hair, got the deal of a lifetime for you.
Looks like a halfling has gotten our attention here.
All right. What have you got there?
Magic accessories, alchemy ingredients, potions, and much more.
Interesting. Don't look a bit like a mage.
True, perhaps because I'm not a mage. I just take care of the sundries the poor folk who burn at the stake leave behind, ensure they end up in the right hands.
A good Samaritan.
Fine. What do you have?
Naught but rarities at unbeatable Oh shit, you didn't see me here.
The halfling, what did he want? And why did he bolt when he saw us coming?
Left his soup on the burner.
I've half a mind to put you on the burner, wise ass. Got my eye on you. Let's go.
And all the easy to find witches already, and I could use a quick...
Witch Hunters of the Eternal Fire. They are good people. I love them. What would the world be without them?
Quite the brew. Halfling wasn't lying. Scent's gotta be carrying quite a ways.
Alright, so. He's selling the property of dead mages, and that is absolutely not allowed in the city of Novigrad. We saw that when we first encountered Triss's home. And Caleb Menge kind of popped up out of nowhere. Ah man, the city. You know, it's funny, this city is beautiful at night, when it's raining, when there's an overcast day, when it's sunny, when it's twilight, when it's dusk, dawn. It doesn't matter, this city is just eternally beautiful. CD Projekt RED did a fantastic job with Novigrad. But an even better job with Beauclair.
And you're a fine fella for not ratting me out. Prepared to give you a discount for that, mate. So, shall we trade?
It's just a shame that he has shit goods.
Yeah, let's. Hopefully no interruptions this time.
But hey, you know, if you need lunar shards and stamel for dust or powder, alchemist powder and alcohests, you know, they're not totally worthless, but meh. I was expecting a little better, you know, selection of goods, to be honest. But, you know, what can you do? At least he gets to keep his business and stay alive. So, you know, we did a good deed at least. But yeah, speaking of Beauclair, once we enter Beauclair... Whew. Because Beauclair is like stepping into another world. Instead of this kind of very traditional European... I think that CD Projekt RED actually did say that they kind of used Amsterdam as a source of inspiration for designing the city. And yeah, I can definitely see that. I haven't been to Amsterdam myself. My kid brother has though. And I have seen pictures of the city, obviously. So yeah, I definitely get that that vibe, that kind of Amsterdam-y, kind of northern Europe, very traditional kind of in terms of architecture and aesthetics. But Beauclair reminds me very much of a mixture between Spain, southern France, and Italy. It's absolutely great how they... Oh,
here crawls a witcher. Look! The corpse-like visage, the beastly eyes. This is magic that's made a mongrel of a man. What's more,
this priest is talking shit about us Witchers.
yes, steal them and subject them to vile torture till the babes transform into beasts wretched as themselves.
I think we're gonna have to confront this guy.
You're not
Got the courage to repeat that slander to my face?
readily. You are a mutant, a freak, a useless relic of a bygone age that should be burned like a withered branch.
How many people's lives have you saved? From Brooksay, from Leshens?
That has no bearing.
Asked you a question. How many? There's something to think about, folks.
Preacher's fierce in the mouth, but holler at him and his tail slicks between his legs. Come on, people.
Get wrecked, son.
Pay off, they said.
Get wrecked, Reno. No, but seriously, this priest was just doing his job, I guess. Spreading his propaganda bullshit, turning people against each other. Us Witchers, there's very few Witchers left in the world, so it makes sense for them to kind of focus all their attention on non-humans. And, well, right now they're focusing on getting rid of all the mages, of all the sorcerers and sorceresses, and... But after they're gone, non-humans will have to take some precautions and be careful. Looks like this kid is in need of some help.
What happened, kid?
They...
Oh, come on. Let's not fuck around. This is the bits, alright?
Hey.
In Novigrad. We are in the shit part of Novigrad.
The great git.
Grab him.
Obviously that was a trap. Obviously. I mean, my god. For a kid to just stand there in the worst part of town and claim that he needs help, that's ridiculous. And Bleed got rid of the hammer-wielding guy, which is nice. Holy shit, nice dodge. Unfortunately, y'all are going up against a master swordsman. Oh my god. I just can't get enough of those finishers. I just can't. Bring him on. I wish I could... I wish a finisher would trigger after killing every single opponent, every single foe. But I guess that would get old after a while. Probably, yeah. That would probably overdo it. I mean, after all, it is better to, you know, have them happen, you know, regularly, but not far too often, not every time, because that way you can kind of, you know, build up some expectations. People get to have a break from them, and then appreciate them when they actually do happen.
For a barber, well, you found one. Welcome. I'll plough and shave the gentleman's noggin for half price.
Give me a haircut? As long as your hands aren't too shaky.
And yeah, I figured I would show this. This hairdresser is kind of bitter. He's kind of bummed out about life, and
This is not what I wanted.
What do you mean, not what you wanted? Are you cut and coiffed? You are. And even as even can be, I'd say.
This is not the look I wanted.
And this is not the fate I wanted. I was to be an alderman in Mahakan. Instead, I shave and cut tramps and ragamuffins. Life deals what it deals. You shrug and you take it.
poor guy. Yeah, the guy has lost... Oh man. He seems like one of those types that have lost all will to live and just live because it's too much of a hassle to actually kill themselves. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they just don't want to go through with it, so they just kind of exist. You can't really call that living, I guess, but yeah, they exist, and they don't really care about what happens to them, nor about kind of, you know, improving the world that they are in. Kind of lost all hope, and that's what I was saying before, this world. And look at this bug. We're here at, I guess, I wouldn't call this a morgue. I guess this would be... not sure. Could it be the morgue? I wouldn't know. No, this isn't the morgue. I know where the morgue is. The morgue is just beneath Lavalette's house. Her manor. It's kind of beneath there. So this would be the cremation building. Makes sense considering the Eternal Fire priests recommend that.
Ingredients.
There's been a mistake. I'm no mage. No. I'm an apothecary.
Could swear I saw you at the summit in Loch Muin.
That may have been my twin brother.
Stop it. To the Eternal Fire, I'm a boil to be lanced same as you. Relax. Not about to turn you in.
What do you want?
How'd you end up here? Crematory wouldn't exactly be my first choice if I needed to hide.
I wound up here by accident. At first, after the slaughter at Loch Muin, I hid in the woods near Bangleen. But how long can one survive on roots? Finally, I could stand it no more and boarded a raft bound for Novigrad. Once here, my coin soon ran out. I began to beg, looking for him, or they would break my legs.
Got anything interesting to sell?
I do, but shh.
Stench.
Okay, now we're helping out some merchant, it looks like.
Now step up some crowds, quick!
I'm knackered.
Leave him alone.
And who might you be? Temple guard undercover?
Call me an admirer of law and order.
Made a mistake coming to this town, then.
You're making the mistake. Leave him alone.
And if we don't?
If you don't, I'll have to kick your faces in.
Cheer that, lads.
Why insist? Although I am gonna play it pretty poorly here, so I guess they could have won. Holy shit! Did he just hit me for 4,000? That's more than half my health. Whew. I could have died here. It's a miracle that I didn't. But yeah, this is this is in theme with what we've already seen regarding like gangs and thieves and scammers. First the kid with his little like scamming operation where the thugs use him as kind of the bait to kind of lure people in and then rob people who want to help the kid.
Go home, merchant, and try not to come around here anymore.
I will. I mean, I won't. I mean both, yes. Thank you, sir.
And we've helped this poor guy. Just kind of doing our, you know, our part to make the world a little less shittier place. Kind of hard to do, considering all things considered, but hey, we do what we can. We do what we can. I don't know where that merchant disappeared though. I was under the impression that you should be able to trade with him, but he just he just scurried off home to, or maybe he left for his shop. I'm not sure. I could have sworn that we meet him again later.
Cards and whores. Just not diversions for beggars.
I'm busy. A witcher? Oh, hear about the notice, perchance?
Not quite, but what's it about? I hear right you're going on some voyage, need a companion.
Not just some voyage. Cross the sea. Mark this. When I got pressed into the infantry in 1242, I promised my beloved Let I'd return alive, whole, and with a pearl from Skellige. Not just any pearl either. A black one. The rarest and most precious.
Well, well. Ambitious.
Perhaps. But they were empty words. I came from the war. That one and the next. But I never fulfilled my promise. High time to change that. For if not now, then when? Thing is, I've grown old in the meantime, as you see. Can't manage it alone, need a strong shoulder to lean on. And a Witcher's shoulder's as strong as they come. So, what do you say?
Plan's crazier than it is sane, but there's an irresistible charm to it. Offer me some pay and I'll help you out.
Don't you fret about coin. I brought home a good deal of it from various fronts. Say we meet in Skellige, by the collapsed bridge near Arenbjorn. It's but a hop away from the bed where black pearls are born. Will that work for you?
Sounds fine. See you there.
What a romantic. It's not often you find such honorable and romantic people here in the Northern Realms. Wish there were a bit more of them around. And yeah, this last little clip here, we get ambushed by, I have no idea who these guys are. They look like some kind of thugs. But they're pretty well armed for being just common thieves and robbers. So maybe maybe they were sent by someone. Could be. Not sure. But yeah, once again, kind of reinforcing the themes of the city. This is not a nice place to be in. Especially not at night. Especially not here by the docks and yeah, close to the bits. Which is kind of the slummier parts of town. Not recommended at all. But yeah. Oh shit, so yeah, this is the last clip. Right, we talked to the alchemist. My bad. Or no, is he an alchemist? I'm not sure. In any case, I'm signing off here. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Do you wish the Eternal Fire's blessing upon you and your household? Come, true believer. May its light shine...
Watch it or you'll see the shine of my sword. And back off. That incense is making me nauseous.
You might have said so right away. Countersign and fish soup gives the deacon's auntie a headache. What do you need? Before you ask, I'm all out of hemorrhoid cream.
What are you talking about? Your incense that bad for the brain?
What do you mean? You gave the password, signalling you wish to buy some herbs.
You're about as much a priest of the Eternal Fire as I am a Vestal Virgin. What sort of conspiracy is this?
Conspiracy? Dah. Folks see conspiracies everywhere. I sell harmless things. Yet in turbulent times like these...
Think it's safer to don priest's robes? See, thing is, in this town, impersonating a priest is likely grounds for punishment. Cruel and unusual, I'd wager.
I impersonate no one. I am a priest. Though I am also an alchemist. Sadly, it's become difficult to reconcile the two. Will you report me? Or shall we make a deal?
Trying to bribe me? Save your coin. I'm not fond of priests. In fact, you'd have to pay me to talk to them.
Then I shall sell you my wares for less. Cast your eyes. See if there's aught you could use. Provided, of course, you do not seek hemorrhoid cream.
Show me what you have in stock.